it's Liz. Welcome in. So, I have been off for the past few days, and I have been busy, as you can see, with my girlfriend's Christmas present. So this is going to be a little bit showing off my girlfriend's Christmas present and a little tutorial on how to make these cute little file folders. So for her Christmas present, I'm going to take it out. So I found this little, oh my gosh, and I have stuff in the bottom of it. So I found this little bin at IKEA, and it came in a set of 3. And this just, the lids just snap on like this. So when she is done with her year, anyway, I'm not going to snap it on because it's kind of hard to snap on. But anyway, when she's done with her year, she can snap the lid on and then have like a little box. And then while she's working with it, she can do this. So anyway, that's the little box. IKEA, they're in the kids section. It came in pink and dark pink and like a gray. So anyway, what I did for her was, she is always, you know, anyway, we're always looking for stuff to do during the month, and she's always asking me like, hey, do you want to go here? Do you want to go here? Do you want to go here? So what I did was a little adventure year for her. So she's going to open this one. So on Christmas Day, not Christmas Day, we're actually doing it in like an hour. So I got to get moving with this video because we're doing this in an hour. So she gets to open this, and this one says celebrate each other, and then I make her greeting cards for the year for her family and stuff. So I think she ends up getting like 30 cards, handmade cards for me for the year. So that's one of her first presents, is she gets her cards made for the year. And I don't make them up. I should, but I'm not that good. Make them up for Christmas. I usually do it by the month. So she just tells me how many cards she needs that month, and whether they're masculine, feminine, kids, whatever. And then I make them up for the month. So that is number 1. And then she gets to open this one, which is also Christmas. And these are sealed. Okay, and this one says, let the adventure begin. And so the first, or no, what is this one? Oh, this is it. I'm sorry. This one is let the adventure, January is let the adventure begin. And then Christmas is that I explain what's going to happen, that we're going to have adventures. And basically she gets to open them on the first of the year. So, and thanking her for her friendship and all that. So that one goes there. And then January, let the adventure begin. So she gets to open these on the first of every month. She gets 2 in May because her birthday is June 1st. So basically May 15th is like her birthday present. So she gets 2 in May. But this one is let the adventure begin. And in January, our adventure is going to be making a adventure journal. So we're going to make an adventure journal, which I thought would be super fun. And so that is January. And then it goes throughout. And then February, we are going to find, we're going to go around Ohio. I'm not sure. Like, we're going to pick a county and go around Ohio and find the best chocolate. And then, oh, I forgot to decorate March. Oh, I'm glad I took this out because I forgot to decorate March. So I will do that before I put it back in her bag. And then March is St. Patrick's Day, and we will be doing Shamrock Shakes. So we are going to decide who has the best Shamrock Shake. Me personally, Liz, or McDonald's. So I am going to make my own version of a Shamrock Shake, and she's going to taste test them, and then we're going to McDonald's probably a couple of days later and get a real Shamrock Shake and see who reigns supreme. And then we're going to dye eggs and have an Easter egg hunt in April. And I didn't even look to see when Easter is. I don't even know if Easter is in March. I probably should have looked that up. And then May, she gets 2. So the first one, we have a plant store, like a greenhouse near us called the Groovy Plant Ranch. And I could not believe that I had Groovy stickers. So that's what we're doing in May. And then May 15th, like I told you, is she's opening her birthday present, basically, because her birthday is June 1st. So we have April, May, and then I have to do March. So I'm going to put these back in so I don't, like, lose them. And so then June is the summer solstice, and I need an envelope for this one. I'm glad I looked in these because apparently I was not done. So I need an envelope for this one. So this is the longest day of the year. And you can see, so summer solstice at the cabin, bonfire at the outpost, and stargazing in the meadow. So these are just the adventures. I'm not going to go through all of them because I want to get to the tutorial on how to make these cute little file folders. I thought that they were super cute. So I'm going to keep these 2 out. And then it goes through, and then I think all the rest of them are in, yeah, all the rest of them are in envelopes. So I am going to put those in there, and then I'm going to find said envelope for June. Maybe. Do I have envelopes left? Oh no, I don't know if I have an envelope left. So we will make an envelope while I am on camera. Let's do that. So anyway, you need for this your envelope punch board. If you don't have an envelope punch board, I am really unsure. I didn't kind of think that through if you don't have one. But if you have one, what you are going to do is take a 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and these file folders hold a 3.5, or I'm sorry, a 3 by 5 inch card. So I'm doing this with white paper, and basically what you're going to do is you're going to cut your paper completely in half. Oh my God, I'm knocking stuff over. So you are going to cut your paper completely in half, and let me move this up, trying not to make anybody sick and trying to keep, is that, let's see, yes. Okay, trying not to make anybody sick. So we're going to cut it at 5.5, and I just eyeball this right here, this edge, as 5.5. So that's what I do. And one of them is probably a little bit bigger than the other one. Oh, that was a lot bigger. So we're going to use, let's see which one fits. Yeah, we're going to use the bigger one. So that is, I think the bigger one is 5.5. So the bigger one is a little bit bigger than 5.5. But you get the gist. You're going to cut your 8.5 by 11 in half. And then you're going to get your envelope punch board. And so you are going to, in order to do this, when the tab is on this side, okay, so you're going to line up at the 3.5 inch mark on your punch board. So 3.5, okay? And then you're just going to punch. And honestly, that's it. So you are going to do that. And then you are going to take your scissors, if I can find my scissors, here they are, and you are going to cut. Now don't cut the tab apart, you're going to cut the longest part, and you're going to cut right up to that line right there. Okay, so probably didn't cut straight enough. You can do this on your there we go, just a little bit straighter. You can cut this on your trimmer. You can cut this with a straight edge. And then what I like to do is fold it up to that line, is fold it up to this corner here, and just burnish it. And just burnish it. And then what I do is take my corner rounder and I corner round on the big side, on the 1/2 inch side. So this is my crocodile corner rounder, my big bite. Or no, this isn't the big bite. This is just the chomper. Yeah, this is the corner chomper. And then I chomp all the corners. And there you have the file folder. So this is, I'm going to write this down. So this is, let's see, what did I say? So this measurement is 3.5. So punch at 3.5 inches. Okay, so you're going to punch this at 3.5 inches, and the card measures 8.5. So this is 8.5 inches by 5.5 inches. Okay, so there's your measurements. You can either take a screenshot of that, or the measurements will be in the description box. So that is for the right-sided punch. Right side punch. Or, I'm sorry, tab. The right side tab. So those are your measurements. I'm going to put that there. You can see. Hopefully you can read cursive. Sorry, I went to Catholic school forever, so I do cursive. So this is for the right side tab. You're going to punch at 3.5. Okay, and then your fold is going to be at 1, 2, 3, 4, at like 4.5. So you're gonna score at 4.5, and that gives you the measurement. And this is so off. So you're gonna want to do this better than I do. And like I said, I'm doing this super quick. So that's number 1. So number 1 is the right side. We're going to do that. So I'm going to set this aside. And then I'm going to take the other paper. Where did that go? Oh my goodness, you should see my desk. It is super crazy. It is super crazy. I am sorry, I'm not ready for this. I was not ready to come on camera. So we're just going to cut another piece, because that piece I just cut is nowhere to be found. All right, so another one at 5.5. So we're gonna judge 5.5, cut it in half. All right, so now we have 2. So we're gonna make 3 of these. So now the middle one, okay, so let's do the end one. So the end one, I actually do this way. So I end up turning it this way, and I score it at, so that would be 3 1/8. So you're going to put it this way, and you're going to punch it at 3 1/8. Okay, so you're going to punch there. Set that aside, and then I am going to take my straight edge, because this is kind of crazy, and my ruler, which is right here, and then I'm going to cut. So this is straight now. You're going to cut right up until this little divot. So you're going to cut, let's see if that's super straight. Okay, you're going to cut right to that little divot. Okay, cut to that little divot. Let me see if I did it. I think my blade is dull. I think I need to snip my blade. There we go. Yeah, my blade is dull on this. Okay, so snip to that little divot, and then, like I said, you're gonna fold So this edge right here, fold up, and that is at the 4.5 inch mark. So you're going to fold at the 4.5 inch mark. Okay. And then once again, you're just going to round the corners. So round every corner. And you don't have to round the corners. I just like the way it looks. So this one is, you are going to punch. And if you do it this way, let me get my punch out. So if you do it this way, you're going to punch at, let's just do, yeah, 2 1/8. So let's just do 2 1/8. So you are going to punch. Where'd my pen go? Oh my gosh. I am a hot mess today. I am a hot mess today. See what happens when you don't plan your videos? So you're going to punch at 2 1/8. Okay, so punch at 2 1/8. So that's how your tab is. And once again, the card measures 8.5 by 5.5, and then you're gonna score at 4.5. Okay, so there's your measurements for that one. And like I said, all the measurements are going to be down below. But if you want to take a screenshot of it, you can. And then you're going to cut this side. So that's that one done. And so this is actually number 3. Number 3. Okay, so then we have number 3 and number 2. So there, if you're only doing 2 tabs, then you have your tab here and your tab here. Okay, so those are the tabs. And then for the middle one, this one's a little bit of the tricky one. So here it is. And basically what you're going to do is you are going to punch at, let's see. So you are going to punch at 1.5 and again at 3 3/4. Okay, so you're going to punch at 1.5. So did I say 1.5? Wait a second. Yeah, 1.5. So you're going to punch at, at 1.5 and 3 3/4 inches. Okay, so 1.5 and 3 3/4. So let's do it. So 1.5 is right here. We're gonna punch, and then 3 3/4. Okay, and then you are merely going to, I am going to do this one with scissors because it's easy, it's quick. So you're going to merely cut up into there, and you are going to cut this here. Well, see, I thought it was going to be easy. So not straight, so not straight. I suggest either using your punch or your paper trimmer or and then you're going to fold at 4.5. So there you go, 4.5. And there's all your tabs. So remember, card is 8.5 by 5.5. And score at 4.5. And there you go. I'm going to put that down. So this is 1 1/2. Excuse my 2. My 2 is crazy. So 1.5 and 3 1/4 and 3 3/4. And there you have it. So I will put all these measurements in the description box below. And there's your tabs. And this one, you know, you can do a little bit shorter if you want to, as this one is, like I said, this one is shorter and this one is shorter. But that's my little demo for the day. And that's my girlfriend's, her adventure box for the year. And so yeah, I want to wish everybody a happy holiday, whatever you celebrate. I know obviously in a couple of days is Christmas, so that's what we're celebrating here in our household. And I just want to say thank you, everybody. This year, or this last couple of months, have been really great for me on my channel. So that's it. I want to say thank you, and 2025 is hopefully going to be good. I'm going to do a lot more planning of my videos, so I'm not so chaotic in them. I've already got a list of videos planned out and for January. So anyway, happy holidays and happy new year too, and I'll catch you in the next video.